always get the losing hand, and I gotta play that hand that they give me, and I gotta finish that hand and try and make it happen. You know what I mean?
So I'm hearing you saying that you feel like the system is unfair, is unjust.
Yeah,
And
I feel like so the assessment, frick. That's why it plays both parts. Part of them was me using drugs, and the other part was I was already filling out an assessment for home okay, hold on, from trying to do anger management. So my thinking process was that, oh, maybe I should just go brothers keeper, because if I go in there, I know they're going. That's on that's on whatever
safe home, safe house,
yeah.
clean and sober.
So that's how the cookie and ground went, and now I realize that everything is all over the place. So
Could you take on extra chores at the house to cover up for some of your past rent?
um,
You know, just
it's frick. I stress about the rent, but I try not to stress too much.
yeah.
I see the first month's rent I'll pay off out of my own pocket, because that was my last paycheck. So I gave them the 300. So I only back to, well, yeah, 2 months, which is about 700.
Mm.
So it's kind of a stress factor for me, because I usually try to stay updated with these things, and but I don't let it hinder my recovery. You know what I mean?
Are you reaching out to your family for any support?
Financial wise, no, because they have their own um bills as well too. So I try not to be a burden in that area,
Mm.
but I do reach out to them on like what is that called when you try to see your family and to just to say hi, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Stuff like
just
that. They give me an encouragement to
right.
finish the program. Just
Just just support,
yeah,
just for emotional,
yeah,
emotional support. Yeah.
yeah.
But also, it gives you a good, you know, feeling when you know that they're okay, and
Oh
they
yeah,
and sort of like just
yeah,
checking in if everything's okay at the house, everybody's okay,
yeah,
nothing, you know, nothing critical happened, you know,
yeah.
especially with you as well, because they're trying to figure out, okay, how's treatment going? Is he getting there? Is he? Because that's probably one of the worries for them. Do you feel that they worry about you?
Sometimes, but yeah. I mean, that's why I try to prevent. I try not to prevent from them worrying about me. You know what I mean? Because I gotta take responsibility of my own actions. So,
Mm.
yeah, it's been a journey so far.
How you doing with making that list of things to do for the rest of it, for like for the day? Are you making those lists for sort of like help you structure your day, get
Uh,
you situated for getting ready for upcoming events?
yeah, I finished well, I just write in it and stuff like that.
I see you have some phone numbers on there.
Right.
Good job on that. And
Just,
also, you've added on to some of your triggers. Have you added any new triggers on your triggers list? Your
um,
relapse triggers?
just you gotta add on the kind. Oh, I almost left the home because
Mm.
miscommunication.
Okay.
So miscommunication almost on the vine. Almost made me not relapse, but I really wanted to just leave. I went to a halfway house, but I like dig myself in deeper hole, fall flat on my face.
Mm.
Yeah, I get very uncomfortable when I gotta do something else. Like when I try to step out of my comfort zone,
Right.
I get sometimes I get worried.
You feel like you're having some anxieties, some worries about how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. And especially if I'm not in the right thinking process. Like if I doing things out of anger or bad motives, I get scared because I'm not in my right state. So. But yeah, I've been doing this thing just, to help me realize some of my triggers and some of my internal triggers and external.
Internal and external, yes. What are some of the internal triggers you wrote down?
Overthinking, stress.
How does that affect your decision making?
Stress is like I'm not operating to a clear conscience. I just doing things on first reaction.
So you're not thinking it through.
Yeah, not thinking it through.
And sometimes when you take the time to think it through, you kind of overgeneralize it at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like brings in a lot of tension, brings a lot of anger, anxieties, just sort of build up over time, and then just. But what have you learned that has working for you to relieve all that stress?
I learned just trust the process and just.
Like any activities that you do, any kind of
to reduce stress.
Yeah. What are some of your coping mechanisms for stress?
I play basketball. Sometimes I lift weights. I do a lot of. I started not lifting weights because of.
Do you enjoy basketball?
Well, yeah, basketball.
Are you good at it?
Basketball is a thing that I do for a hobby. Because it's challenging and teaching me how to be a team player. Yeah, it helps me to reduce stress. I don't know why. Yeah, probably my only stress factor is just trying to keep up with this financial situations, financial stuff.
Seems like financial is a very big concern for you because it seems like no matter what good things going on, you always revert back to that. Yeah, because that seems like the number one challenge for you right now is trying to tackle that.
I'm not trying to dig myself a deeper hole within the home because of my financial debt and stuff like that. So I'm doing my best to try and trust the process and just keep doing what I'm doing.
I thank you for that. You've come a long way and taking that step and being here, because some of the times you weren't here on time, you were missing out on some of the classes as well. We were kind of worried about that, but you've been really good with just communicating in class, putting forth reading the literature and just putting out your feedback. And even though that's kind of risky too, yeah, because you're putting yourself out there, you're advocating for yourself, and you're making yourself vulnerable, and you're seeing other people's doing the same too. Going through the same process as well. What is good about that for you?
What is good?
Right, for the being able to share.
It just helps me to receive some feedbacks on how to cope with my situation. It helps me internally by sharing, just opening up, having that chance to open up and just be real, just keeping it real, and just try find better ways to live life.
Mm.
Yeah.
You see things a little bit more different now. That you're opening up to, you know, to share more. Um, and you're helping somebody else in their recovery, and in the same token, you're helping yourself. Yeah.
So I don't know, like, yeah, if I'm in that situation. So for the external would be um s- internal. I don't know. I think it was anger, bro. Anger was part of
Mm-hmm.
internal.
There were like three that you picked out right on the like right when I opened the paper. You said, "Oh, the first three is right there," and I think anger was one of them.
Yeah, cause of the miscommunication.
Mm.
Um, I was very angry.
Is it the miscommunication or is it the way you received the information? It wasn't like.
Yeah, because I wanted to go out on pass this Sunday, but then cancel my pass because I never sell mango. So being that I never sell mango, they ended up telling me that I cannot go out on my pass because I signed a contract saying that I was gonna sell mangoes on Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
But Friday and Saturday I ended up doing the Kalbi. So I thought in my head that the Kalbi was similar or in
Was good enough to cover the mango.
yeah, because
portion.
the Kalbi is actually harder than the mangoes in the land. So that's what happened. I ended up following different staff members and stuff like that. So I listened to one person. I ended up just falling into miscommunication, but I don't accept the fact that I couldn't go out and all that. But everything will work out for the good.
How bothered were you when you found out that you weren't able to go out?
Well, at that moment, because of that was the day two on the Kalbi site, and the tensions is high. You know what I mean? Because the first day, I stayed we run the grill. I did like on good solid. Where we stay? So 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes we at the Kalbi site from 7 to 5 or 7 to 6. So that's already like 10 hours. And usually we stay firing the grill already. So like the first half is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then the next half was serving. So yeah. And it falls down to that situation. In my mind, I sit thinking that I'm doing what I gotta do and I'm doing what is required.
Were you planning certain events on certain things on that weekend, that Sunday?
Yeah.
Was going past?
It was Memorial Weekend. Everything was what I'm trying to look at is I was about to leave the home on bad terms. You know?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna leave the home out of anger. I was gonna leave the home out of frustration because of that situation. You know what I mean?
But you managed.
Yeah.
You're still there. You're still here.
I made it through.
You made it, right?
Usually I'll just walk right out. You know, smirk on my face like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, what? Come on. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I wouldn't even look back.
You would just walk out.
Yeah.
But now you're evaluating certain things, and you're, like we talked about last time, that
that was on challenge.
having an inventory of being self-aware.